Hello, and welcome to Azril Ontology. Today, we'll be covering the Fire Mage. Now, Fire Mages, they're looking pretty hot on the alpha. As you can see, I've generated 3 stacks up there. That is from the artifact Fellow Malone. Now, this happens every 30 seconds. There are no requirements, no conditions. You just have to be alive and be there for 30 seconds and you will gain a stack. If you have 3 stacks, you will just refresh your 3rd stack. You will not gain more stacks, or it will not pause. There is no gimmick to this. As you can see in the top right, it will hit 30, then refresh back to its 60-second duration. I've got the free ability given to you from Fellow Malone, which is, again, it's actually another flame orb, so shocker right there. And it only works if the target is ignited. If you do this when it's not ignited, you get nothing. You just waste that cooldown. So make sure your target is ignited. I'll go over my talents quickly. I got Pyromaniac. It's just 10% chance to have your hot streak give you another hot streak. Who doesn't like more hot streak? Conflagration looks like an AoE talent to me. Firestarter, I actually do not like Firestarter, which is surprisingly obvious. It's free crit on something that's above 90% health on your fireball. Now, in a raiding environment, I can't see this ever beating those other 2 talents. Yeah, maybe not every talent is made for raiding, and I get that, I totally do. So if you are leveling, this is your talent. You are soloing content, this is your talent. Firestarter, let's go start some fires. But in a raiding environment, even when you switch ads, if the ad needs to die, then surely the other DPS in the raid are going to be DPSing that ad, and he's going to be dropping pretty quick. You might get that 1 fireball, you might get that 2 fireball, but that's it. And I don't like talents where you are limited by how many times you can press them in an encounter. And even if the boss had truckloads of health, again, this could be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fireballs and that's it. Whereas the other talent will give you damage throughout the whole fight. And I'm pretty sure after 3 Pyroblast, those 8, 9 fireballs are completely irrelevant, regardless if they're 100% crit or not. Ice Block, no brainer. Went with Rune of Power, shocker right there. Rune of Power is just, I never really liked Rune of Power. I was like, oh crap, I need to put down my Rune of Power. I just never really liked it ever, but it does the numbers. And I'm actually playing Rune of Power like a cooldown. It's not really that thing you just throw it down and you just like track it and you're like, yay, you know. Now it's more like a cooldown than something you just stand on. You still need to stand on it, don't get me wrong. But I see Rune of Power as a cooldown now, which is kind of cool. So I went with Rune of Power. Mirror images, they just didn't deal enough damage. Now, I was talking with some veteran Fire Mages, and they are pretty sure mirror images will be the way to go later on for single once they've tuned up the ads. Because mirror images, they're only single target. They don't really work in AoE or cleave situations. They just shoot your target. Whereas Rune of Power can help you in both AoE and single and cleave. So why not? Why not go Rune of Power for AoE and cleave and mirror images? Now, then you back to Incantus Flow. Well, Incantus Flow, I honestly don't like you. I don't like Incantus Flow. I really hope there was something else there. I feel like Incantus Flow should go. Flow away. But as it stands, Incantus Flow just actually doesn't even perform. So Rune of Power has completely eclipsed Incantus Flow. Controlled Burn. More hot streak. Essentially this is Pyromaniac version 2. Pyromaniac, my first talent there. This is, instead of hot streak providing hot streak, it's halfway point hot streak, heating up, proccing hot streak. Okay, cool. Now, again, spoke to my mage friends. They said Flame On actually might be the way to go. I could possibly see this being the case, considering how often you Inferno Blast. But as for now, Controlled Burn seems to be the way to go for the safe bet. Flame On might turn into that high risk, well rewarded talent later on, so that you can manage more often and gain a better benefit if you're able to control your heatings up more than usual somehow. I don't know, the potential is there, but as for now, let's stick with Controlled Burn. But then we were talking about Blast Wave. Now Blast Wave, I don't know why an AoE talent has a single mechanic in there. Is it so hey, you can actually use this without losing out single? If that's its intent, then hey, fair enough, fair game. But if it's not, and it's actually intended to work single target, then what are the point of the other two talents? I'm confused. Direction, please, to be a bit more clear. 75 roll, why not? Cast while moving, at least on cooldown on charges. Again, Unstable Magic. I don't like this talent, yet it is the clear winner here. I actually like Living Bomb. I think Living Bomb is a cool talent. I always love these talents. Living Bomb, Frozen Bomb, and Arcane Torrent. Yeah, that's the one. And they're cool. They're cool as hell. But Unstable Magic, when you were introduced, I just was like, wow, this is really boring. Like, Jesus, who the hell is going to expect this? Turns out it's actually the best talent ever introduced. Wow. Flame Patch, again, an AoE talent. Now, I've gone Kindling, and Kindling, it's actually the clear winner here. Cinderstorm just doesn't perform at all, and it's really weird. I will show you Cinderstorm at the end of the video, and I'll show you Meteor, because Meteor just looks goddamn amazing. But Kindling is the way to go. Now, your Inferno Blast is a guaranteed crit. So if you're going to Inferno Blast on cooldown, or at least you're going to Inferno Blast before the cooldown is up at least, you have pretty much ensured that combustion to not be 2 minutes. Even if you were to just like press Inferno Blast on cooldown and nothing else, your combustion will never be 2 minutes long. So the cooldown reduction on Kindling is pretty big. It's a lot bigger than people think. So based on how often you crit your Fireball and Pyroblast, that's really it. And I know that's not saying much, because hey, Mage is all about critting. But I'm pretty sure you could get combustion down with decent gear to a minute. And that looks like a really good cooldown for a minute. Anyways, let's get cracking. As you can see, my Philomelawn has replaced my Pyroblast with something called Phoenix Flames. Now, Phoenix Flames doesn't benefit from critical mass. It does not contribute or consume Hot Streak, which means it does not do the double damage at all. Well, Phoenix Flames is already instant, so it doesn't benefit from that from Hot Streak. So it's not like Pyroblast where you need Hot Streak for it to do its thing. It would be nice if it did benefit from Hot Streak, but it would have to compete with Pyroblast damage as a Hot Streak. So either they tune it so it's separate from Hot Streak and it performs equal to Hot Streak, or make it do something else, because right now it's a bit of a hindrance. It's a bit annoying. It's always there, 30 seconds. Just hopefully they fix Phoenix Flames out. And I'm well aware that mages are petitioning this on the forums, so I'm with you, mages. This needs to change. And then you've got the artifact free skill Phoenix Reborn, giving you that extra orb. So let's get cracking. First, I'm just going to get rid of my Phoenix Flames. As you see, that's the animation, some kind of weird birds, and some orb flying out. Now, you're going to Fireball, you're going to hopefully get a crit, and then you're going to prop heat it up. As so now I've not critted at all. There you go. I then did my Inferno Blast so I could make it a Hot Streak. Because if I land, oh, I just propped my 10% hot streak to hot streak, and then I just crit again. Okay, so I'll do the example. If I don't crit this fireball, that heating up is going to disappear. That is an issue. That is a big issue, because if you watch me play this now, just shoot my fireballs, do my Inferno Blast midway. There we go. Get my 3 procs. Wow, look at that RNG. Can you imagine this was live? And I'm just keep going and going, just waiting for that heated up. It's when you Inferno Blast. And bad RNG, this is really gonna bite you in the ass, because I'm just shooting, and like, it's gonna get to that stage where I get a heated up and I have nothing else to press. I don't have any Inferno Blast charge, and the only thing that's happening is I don't have anything else to press other than Scorch. In fact, like, this is the situation right now. If I do not crit this fireball, I do not get that hot streak. I will get a Pyrokinetic, and then that's it. I'll be left with this, and then I could just be shooting fireball for days until I do crit, and I need to get that fireball crit again, or I need that Inferno Blast off cooldown. So I'm kind of hoping they make those two buffs coexist, like allow me to have both this heating up and pyrotechnics. Alright, come on, game, give me the heated up. Alright, there we go. If I was to cast a fireball and don't crit, it gets rid of my heated up. That is bad. That is really bad. That is one of the issues, that mages are such crit dependent when they play fire. And I don't mind if, you know, they get a bit of a handheld with that mechanic, that RNG. You know, smooth the play. Don't let RNG be the deciding factor of how well you can play a spec. Oh, I don't got the crit, I can't play fire. That's really depressing. What if I only like playing fire as a mage, but then I'm told, well, you don't got crit, you can't play fire. Well, then what's the point of a spec existing if I can't play it? Unless the second tier is out, or I need like ridiculous gear. Like, ridiculous gear doesn't come until like later on in the game. I want to be a fire mage. Let me be a fire mage. But your spec doesn't perform it, you know, that's the issue. So this is pretty much fire mages. Now, as for Rune of Power, I'm just going to quickly show you how to use it, at least how I see effectively. It will always be with Combustion, and if you have Hot Streak, which is a guaranteed crit on your Pyroblast, you want to put down your Rune of Power, and you just want to spam these Phoenix Flames and that Pyroblast. You just spam, and hopefully you got a proc in. I just clipped it at the end, just got it off. And that's pretty much how you're going to handle Rune of Power. Putting it down once again, instant Pyroblast. Hopefully that Pyroblast procs a Hot Streak from its Pyromaniac talent. If it doesn't, then I'm just only going to get small amounts of Pyroblast in there, and mostly Fireballs and a couple of Inferno Blasts. So hopefully they fix up Rune of Power. Maybe 10 seconds is a bit too short on a 45-second cooldown. Maybe that's intended for its big number, or hey, maybe like I was mentioning, it's only intended for AoE and cleaving purposes. And I'll show you what I meant with Cinderstorm now. So if I put the Ignite on the target, I can now cast my Cinderstorm. And Cinderstorm is a really weird animation. It shoots 6 bolts. Now all of them didn't even hit that target dummy. I'll do it again. Watch it. Watch it real close. Watch how the spell comes out. Like, what the hell is that? That is horrible. That is really, really horrible. I have no idea why a spell like that exists. Oh, it looks cool. Well, I know it looks cool, but where are these orbs going? They're like going to Peru right now. And then you've got Meteor. Now Meteor, that's a really cool looking spell. This is Meteor. Look at that. How cool does that look? Oh, that is amazing. That is really, really cool. I wish that was single target. I'd press that for days, be like, yes, my Meteor's coming off cooldown, and it hits really hard as well. But then here's the thing, right? Meteor shares damage with all its targets hit. That's really, really annoying. Wow, I can't believe that's the case. Please, Blizzard, if you're listening to this, if that is the case, make Meteor single target. Make Kindling some weird gimmicky, hey, if you want combustion more often, go with this cooldown. And then fix up Cinderstorm for AoE. I will just love to press Meteor single target. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. If you have any feedback or you just want to talk about Fire Mages or me in general, I guess, then please comment in the section below. Have a nice day. Azril out.